now that we got all that working with the battle UI, let's go ahead and get our game over script going. So, our game over working scenes. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Words are failing me right now. So, for those of you that aren't aware, I'm just now this like the first week. Well, I haven't been dying. My wife decided that she was gonna get the flu, and then was so gracious to give it to the rest of us. So, but now that I'm better, let's get this going. So first things first, we should already have our game over screen. If you don't, go ahead and watch that video. And if you did watch that video and then trying to figure out where this black rectangle came from, watch the video on the small battle UI updates, or small updates to battle UI video. I think that's what I titled it. And at the beginning of that shows how to put this color rectangle on there. But while we're here, let's go ahead and click on game over. Let's add a script to it. Make sure that we save it in our scripts UI folder. And then just leave the name as gameover.gd, press create. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start off by adding a few signals. And then add some variables. They should be onReady variables. These are going to be our buttons, so our retry, add onReady variable, title, button. There, and then lastly our those going. Let's drop down to our ready function, and what we're gonna say is visible. Yeah, I spelled that right. Equals false because we don't want it visible. And say retry, or we don't want it visible from the beginning, right? Now we're gonna connect these signals, but because we don't have functions for them, and as usual, it's going to throw an error until we create those. So just keep that in mind. Whoops. There we go. And then this one we can just copy and paste a couple times, and we're gonna. This one's gonna be called title, and so we're gonna replace retry with title, and then on this third one we're gonna replace with quit. Like so. Alright, and go ahead and save as we go. Now we don't need to process any, or the process function, but we do need a show game over we're going to say visible is equal to true. Let's see. And then let's go to our next one, function on retry pressed. It's gonna be retry pressed dot emit. If I can spell emit right, there we go. All right. There we go. Alright, now let's copy that. Paste it a couple more times. There we go. And this one is going to be title. Title. And then this one's going to be quit. Save all that, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to add some stuff to our BattleManager to make that work. So let's go. Oh, we're already at the top, so that works out. How do I want to do this? So we're going to make it another pack scene to kind of just drop in and export variable. A packed scene like so. That way we just drag and drop our game over screen into it. Screen scene into it. There we go. Let's add some variables in here. We'll just put them down here at the end of these ones. Variable game over UI, and this is gonna be node null variable battle is over, which will be a boolean, and it's set to false by default. Next, let's see. Let's go ahead and come down here towards the end. Let's see. Yeah, on victory, on defeat. We'll put it down here after after this lunge stuff. We're gonna do our show game over function. Over, then don't do anything. Otherwise, battle is over will be set to true. Now this part is going to hide the battle UI so that you can't accidentally keep clicking on things and making things happen. Let's see here. We're gonna have it just a check error to make sure that real quick. I like putting these in that way as I'm developing. It makes it easy easier to see where errors are at as I'm testing things. Check just to make sure that that's assigned. I want the game over UI to be instantiate, and it's going to be as canvas layer, and then we're going to add child. So we're loading, we're telling it that the game over UI variable is going to be equal to this instantiated game over screen scene, which will be a canvas layer. That way it throws itself on top of everything, draws itself, and we're telling it to add it as a child in the scene. Next, we're going to be connecting some signals. So game over. Fix those here shortly. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it, save myself some time here, and save y'all some time as well. I'm going to just change the retries to what I need it to be. That's my wife. She's still a bit down for the count, so send her positive vibes if you would be so kind, or get out to show the screen. Done. We need to come up here and do a few things. We will get to these errors. Don't worry about that for right now, though. What we need to do is go up here to our on defeat, and inside of here, we're going to replace this right here with show game over, and let's just change this to 3 seconds for the timeout. Now let's see here, we need to work on let's fix these. So function rest. We're going to tell it to, what do we want it to do? For right now, we're going to just say return. We're not going to do anything yet. Let's go ahead and get all these set up. Our way from the bottom up. So on quit pressed, this is going to be the easiest one. It's going to get tree quit, just like that. And then This one's going to be our title pressed. This one is going to be very simple. We're going to go ahead and go get tree. Change scene to file, and we're actually just going to go ahead and find our title screen here, and let's see, should be able to just copy the path and throw it in here, and that should work just fine like that. And now our return, what we're going to do is should be able to just get this, paste it here, and we're gonna, I want this to go back to the dungeon, so that's what we're gonna do. Right click, copy on dungeon 1, and then copy the path, paste that in there. And let's see, let's go to our battle UI, not battle UI. We want to open up our battle scene, and we need to click on action menu. Is that action menu? No, BattleManager. And we have our now game over screen shown up here, so we're just going to click on the drop down, click load. That way we can make sure that we load the right one. We're going to go to scenes, UI, game over. You could drag and drop it. I like to do it like that because then I know exactly it's the right one, right? It also looks a little off, so we'll see how that works. The preview here is not giving me the warm and fuzzy in my tum-tum, so but let's go and press play. Alright. There's the mayor. Forest is waiting. Thank you, Mr. Guard, for unlocking that. Let's go pick a fight. I forgot to change the enemy damage output again, so this is gonna take a minute. Let's defend. That reminds me, I gotta set up so that we can use the items from the battle menu, from the battle screen too. Man, alright. So it's gonna be, I know in the last video I said 5 or 6 more videos. Might be like 8 or 9 more videos. So don't fret. Hey, and there we go. So now let's test it out. That should work. Pretty simple. But let's see. Okay, quick game worked. Cool. While I'm in here, let's see. Where is the enemy? Enemy attack. As a variable is the damage output that I put. So let's put 20. You know what? Let's let them one-shot us to really make it fast. 50. Alright. So we know that works. Let's go here. Hello again, Mr. Mayor. Cool. Forest is waiting. Go pick a fight. Attack. One-shotted. Retry. Alright, loads us from our last, where we had to fight in the dungeon. This, don't worry about going through the walls in this. This is just because I forgot to put collisions on these objects. They did not come with collisions properly set up, so I'll have to do that. So that's another video. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack, get one-shotted again, and return to title. That worked, but something else happened here. What happened here? Oh, I just clicked off of this thing. So let's go to new game. Whoa, what happened there? Alright, so we got a few issues here with that. that we need to fix. I'm not sure what happened there. So let's let me see what's going on there with that. Oh, you know why? Because he's going to the title screen, and the title screen's not loaded. I set it to, that's why. So if we look down here, we'll say, hey, go to the title screen. Well, title screen we haven't loaded because we haven't put it in our, let's see, so let's go here, because that's not where we started from, right? So it should work properly if I right click on title screen, right click, set as main scene. Now let's see how that works out. If it does it again, then I might have to update some other stuff that I'll have to make another small video on, maybe. I don't know. Man, this is going great. No kinks, and we were only at like 18-19 minutes. So return to title screen, new game. Okay, well, we're back. We're loaded properly on top. We're all the way at the end of that, so that's really weird. The dialogue didn't reset either. That's odd. And which means the gate won't. I mean, we can still get there, I guess. But yeah, let's fix that real quick. I wonder if clearing the flags might help. So let's go to our story dialogue. Story manager, and we shouldn't have to, but that's fine. We want to, so we have our set flag, we have our get flag, we're going to add a reset. All, that's what we're going to call it. Say flags dot clear. Story flags dot clear. And then what I want to do from here, if we do that, then we're going to need to change it in the game state. So we can just come down here to the end and say function reset for new game. We're going to say return position equals vector 3.0 in battle. It's going to equal false, and then we don't really need to clear the inventory, so I think, I don't know, let's go ahead and, it's a new game, so just to be sure. Just to make sure. Alright, so there's that. And then I guess what we can do is call that in our title screen scene under start pressed. So rather than just having that change scene, we're going to add story manager dot reset all. We're going to say game state dot reset for new game, and then let's test it out now. game. There's our player. Forest is waiting. Go to our scene. Return to title, new game, and there we are. Alright, let's see if this reset itself. Hey, alright, there we go. Alright, in the next video, we're going to be focusing more on the battle aspect and getting all that set up before we get into the experience dropping and leveling up of the player. So I think, I don't know what would be easier. We'll see. There's really no items, so we'll do the enemies. We'll do one more basic enemy. I'll try to get that condensed, which may cause us to have to unfortunately redo the BattleManager, so I apologize in advance for the 257 now lines of code we may have to change and adjust or rewrite, and then I'll make another more advanced enemy, something that does ranged attacks, and then we'll do something that does both, and we'll try that. So I don't think they'll all be one video, but at least that'll be the next at least 2 or 3 videos that you see there. So but thank you for joining me. Until then, keep learning, keep building, and I'll see you in the next video.